So guys, I'd like to show you how you can install and run Windows 11 on a PC that does not meet the minimum system requirements. I think this is the easiest method that I've found and tried, because there are quite a number of methods that I've also tried, but I think this is the easiest one and even the most reliable one. So stay tuned. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, of course you're going to be in need of a USB, a reliable one, and because you're going to create a Windows 11 bootable USB, and we're going to use Rufus for this process, because Rufus is what is going to give us this option of bypassing the TPM and the secure boot requirements. So of course, if you don't have Rufus, you can just head over to Google, over the internet, and search for Rufus. Press enter, and this is what you're going to get on the very first page. So click on that. You can scroll downwards, and right here is where you're going to get various options. You can just choose any that fits you well. Like you can go for the standard version or the portable one. Any of them will just work. So I'm going to download this one. I'm going to click on this one to download it. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a small size kind of utility. It's only 1.6 MB. So as you can see, it's already downloaded. You can go ahead and open it directly. It doesn't need any installation. Yes, I just have to say yes. So apart from Rufus, something very important also going to be need is the Windows 11 ISO file. If you don't have it, you can just also go ahead and download it from Microsoft. So just search for Windows 11 ISO download. I think these are a very large kind of file, so you are probably going to be in need of a very reliable, very fast internet for you to be able to download it faster, because it's something like more than 5 GB. So on this website, this way you can download the image, the Windows 11 disk image or the ISO file. So we've got an option here. You're supposed to select what you need to download. You can just click on the drop down menu. So as you can see, I've chosen Windows 11 Multi Edition. You can go ahead and click download now. So let me see if there's something else. I think maybe they're asking me for the region and the language, which I'm going to choose British International. Confirm. I'll let them validate my request. Okay, so right here is where we can just click. I think right here, I can just click on 64-bit download. I'm expecting the file to start downloading. Yeah, here is it. So I'm not going to download because I already downloaded this ISO file. I already have it on my downloads folder. But for you, I was just showing you how to download the ISO file from Microsoft. So I'll just cancel this process, but for you can just go ahead and start downloading. Wait for it to download, and then you're done. You can continue with this tutorial. So I'll just hit cancel. Let me minimize this page. So my ISO file, let me just show you where it is. The Windows 11 ISO file. Here I have it. Here it is. It is the Windows 11 24H2 English International 60. So as you can see, it is 5.6 GB. It's a very large kind of file. Okay. So Rufus that I just started, here it is. So the only thing you're supposed to do is confirm that the USB is plugged in. Because right here, as you can see, I think it's not detecting any USB. So I'm just going to plug in my USB. Using the USB on the computer, and I'm expecting it to be detected once it's plugged in. Yes, you see it. Okay, there it is. It has been detected. It is a 32 GB USB. As you have seen, the file is so big, so a 4 GB USB will not work. At least you need 80 GB and above. Mine is 32, so it's still okay. The right here, being asked to do the selection for the ISO file. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and click on select so that we can locate the ISO file and select it. And as I told you, as I'd shown you earlier, the ISO file was just on downloads, so it is. I'm also expecting it to be on downloads, or if you already have it somewhere else, the Windows 11 ISO file, maybe it could be on a local, on a different local disk, like local disk D or any other. You just go ahead and click on it and say open. So let it scan the image, confirm everything. It may take some time. It may take some time to do the scanning, but it won't be that long. I'm expecting it to complete the process of scanning within a few minutes. Yeah, so here we are. Here we are. Now that it is done. It is done with the selection, with the scanning. So there's just some few parameters that we need to apply here. Like personally, depending on the machine that you are formatting, you want to install the USB, the Windows 11. Personally, I think I'll go with the MBR, the master boot records. The target system, I'm going to leave it that way. And of course, the file system for the USB, I'm going to go with the NTFS. I think there's nothing else here that I'm going to change, so I'm just going to hit start. So before it starts, here is exactly where it gives us the option to bypass the requirement for the secure boot and the TPM. As you can see, this is something that I've been doing for some time, and that's why you can see the boxes are already checked with a tick. Viewers, maybe let's assume it's looking this way, it's not checked. Just go ahead and check these boxes, especially this one, the very first one, the remove requirement for 4 GB RAM. I've done a problem with 4 GB RAM, but something that I'm trying to bypass is the secure boot and TPM. Also, I also don't have any problem with TPM on my machine. My machine has got a version 2.0 kind of TPM. The only thing I'm lacking is the secure boot. So I'm just going to click this, check this box. I'm also not really interested with the online Microsoft account, so I'm just going to click on that. The rest I think I'm just going to include them the way they are. So if you click on OK, of course, something very important that I forgot to mention before we proceed with this, before you hit OK, you need to be aware that anything that is on that USB is going to be deleted. So it's good just to, if got any important data or file or any other given document on that USB, you can just do a backup. Like you can go ahead and cancel this process, do a backup of any given data, any important data that is on that USB that you are not ready to lose. Because now, for this process to work, very first thing that happens is that the USB is usually formatted. Everything that is on it is usually cleared, so that this Rufus can go ahead and create some partitions on it and everything, for the sake of making it a bootable USB. So personally, I don't have any issue, so I'm just going to hit OK. If you also don't have any problem, then you can still continue. Okay, so here we are. Let's also just give it some time to do the process. This may take some time. This process may take some time, by the way. especially I think depends with the ISO file and also the kind of USB. Some USB that will usually take a lot of time. I don't know. Let's just give it some time. Ladies and gentlemen, as simple as that, we are done. We now have our USB device that we can now use to install Windows 11 on that given PC. So it's just as simple as that. Okay, I think you can go ahead and click on close, just to close the program or Rufus. And as simple as this USB, this particular USB now, I can now use it to install Windows 11 on that given machine that does not meet the minimum system requirements to run Windows 11. So maybe the next thing I'll be showing you is how to install Windows 11. Now that we already have a Windows 11 bootable USB, so the next thing we can do is now go ahead and do the installation, of which I'll be doing that on the next video. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope to meet you on my next discussion, where I'll be looking at how we can do the Windows 11 installation on any given computer. So that is it. Thanks a lot. Once again, my name is Jeff Boateng. Bye.